Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to pick number 5, our top 5. We have arrived on my top 31 album of the year countdown here in 2022. Of course, we've had 31 days. Well, we haven't had them yet, but 31 days in December. I picked out my top 31 out of my top 50 and chosen those for this 31-day countdown. We're in the top 5. While I'm counting down mine, you're counting down yours in the comments below. So today, for number 5, the 23rd studio album from this great British band, new wave of British heavy metal legend Saxon, Carpe Diem. Another terrific album. You know, one of those bands that just, keeps on keeping on, and some of their last handful, maybe even more albums that they released over the last 15, 20 years are some of the strongest of their career. I mean, their last bunch of albums are just so good. If you like classic British, heavy metal, can't go wrong with Saxon. Biff Byford on vocals, Paul Quinn and Doug Scarrett on guitars, Nigel Glockler on drums, and Nibs Carter on bass. Of course, this is the lineup that has been carrying them for quite some time. I think the newest guy in the band is Doug on co-guitars, and he's been in the band since '95. Everybody else, you know, Biff from the beginning, Paul from the beginning, Nigel not quite from the beginning, but almost from the beginning, and Nibs Carter has been with the band since the mid-late '80s. So it's been quite some time. So with this lineup, they are a well-oiled machine. These albums are just absolutely crushing. You've got Andy Sneap working with the band on production, so they have like that certain sound that you get with an Andy Sneap production. Of course, like Sept and Judas Priest, and you know what the sound is. If you are a fan and you've been listening to these albums, you know what the sound is like. Let me looking for you a picture of the band. There they are. All right, maybe a bit older, maybe a bit wiser, but man, no less heavy metal headbanging. Standout tracks on this album. Love the title track, Carpe Diem. Absolutely terrific. The Pilgrimage is great. Remember the Fallen. It's got that epic feel. Black is the Night, Lady in Grey. Oh, my Lady in Grey. Just so many anthems on here. Age of Steam, Dam Busters. I mean, the whole thing top to bottom is just absolutely fantastic. So if you haven't jumped on board with Saxon by now, man, you are missing out. I know most people think of their classic albums as Denim and Leather, Wheels of Steel, Strong Arm of the Law, Crusader, Power and the Glory, right? Those classic albums from the 80s. But I would argue that some of their more recent output is just as good as some of those albums. Just absolutely terrific, as is Carpe Diem. From first listen, I was totally hooked on this, and I listened to this a ton this year. So this, for me, will go down when we eventually, go back to, if we're still doing this 5 years from now and we decide to go and re-rank the Saxon catalog, right? Because they pump out albums like crazy. I guarantee you this is going to be an upper echelon album for me. It's that good. So yeah, Carpe Diem from Saxon. Check it out if you haven't already, and let us know what you think in the comments below of this, as well as your pick for number 5. Okay, as we are counting down our top 31 albums of 2022. Just 4 more picks to go. All right, and then we move into albums that are 50 years old in 2023 as we look back on 1973, and we're going to pick out some of our favorite albums that were released in that year. A great year, lots of classic albums, so looking forward to that in just a few days. Visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, all together, all the damn time. Stay tuned tonight. Coming up, we've got In the Prog Seat, where we will be picking out our favorite prog releases of 2022. That's coming up tonight. Tomorrow we've got should have a few new releases for you to go over, right? We're trying to finish up all the 2022 album releases that we have on our docket, or that I have on my docket yet to cover, right? From my little stack here. Obviously, we're not going to get to everything. There's quite a few things that I never heard during the course of the year. I know some of you regularly message and email me saying, how come you didn't review this album? I thought this would be, top of the line of importance. Well, you can't listen to everything, right? can't listen to everything. So, but yeah, I've got like about a handful more of things to cover. If I don't get to them this week, I'll finish them up next week, and then we'll probably start moving on 2023 things. So yeah, so that's what's going on here. Thursday we got the Monsters Den. Friday morning at the Funhouse with Martin Popoff is happening this week. Then we've got the UK Connection on Saturday and ranking the albums on Sunday, which I don't even. Oh yeah, no, we've got Derek Sherinian. That's right, I forgot all about that. So we're ranking the albums of Derek Sherinian on Sunday. That will be George Lemmy, Eric Porter, Louis Nasser, and myself. We'll be doing that. The great keyboard wizard Derek Sherinian, who's played with just about everybody. He's got a whole bunch of solo albums. We're going to be ranking those, so stay tuned for that and more here on the channel. I am Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you real soon with more stuff. Bye-bye.